Hey guys, what's up? It is your friendly neighborhood Oogus here, back again with another Binding of Isaac Afterbirth video. We're doing the daily run. Today, it is Judas, and we are going to, it looks like the chest? I think, fuck. It's been a while since we've actually had to go to the chest, so this is a cool one. I appreciate this. I don't appreciate being Judas, though. As you probably know, I am a little baby bitch when it comes to playing as Judas. I freak out a little bit. Good news is, this isn't hard mode, so shouldn't be too bad. There shouldn't be that many champions, and those that are there will, of course, actually drop their thing. Dangle, oh god, I have had an awful experience with Dangle the past, well, day. Dangle's a bit of a doucher. So my biggest issue with Dangle is this whistle, how he fires out the corny poop before the whistle really even like happens, before there's really a tell. And it also can fire out seemingly just at the speed of fucking sound, right? So it's kind of spooky. So even if it, you know, was a proper tell, because of the speed, the rate at which the little corny poop goes, being the speed of sound, it wouldn't be very relevant, now would it? Because the tell is sound-based, so if that's moving out of the speed of sound, clearly they would arrive to me at the exact same time, so logically it just makes no sense what I said. Except that last bit. That last bit is absolutely sensical, I promise you. Just think about it a little bit, just think about it like a little hard, and everything will be great. Anyhoozle, I don't really like Judas. Judas, I've got a problem with him. That problem is that Book of Belial doesn't really do anything good. Well, okay, Book of Belial does good, alright? But it's not nearly as good as it used to be when it guaranteed deals with the devil. And that's fine, it doesn't have to be. That was pretty fucking insane, in fairness. I mean, guaranteeing deals with the devil, pretty much, it took this one health, good starting damage, nothing else positive character from, like, you know, the fucking bottom of the barrel to, hey, to top tier. So it's fine. I mean, that it, you know, doesn't quite do that anymore. But at the same time, Judas is pretty much bottom of the barrel now, unfortunately. Now that that no longer exists. That was pretty much his only saving grace. And I know I've said this before, so I apologize if this seems as me, like, harping on it or something, but I just like to voice my opinions on characters in dailies and such. Because that seems like the best and most logical time to do so. As it is the time that I am forced to play with a certain character. I would have liked bombs at some point, because that is 2 tinted rocks and a bomb that is available. Good news, Monstro. Bad news, Monstro. So, there you go. I don't like Monstro as Judas. I don't like Monstro in general. I don't really, like... It's not that I have a hard time fighting Monstro. It's just I don't like him, because he has the bullshit attack where any of his random tiers, his bullets, can maybe, I don't know, sometimes deal... Oh, that's incredible. Sometimes, occasionally, maybe every now and then, they can deal a full heart of damage, which is not great. This is far better than Guppy's Tail. There's no comparison, actually. I am absolutely 112% onto the Succubus hype train. That shit left the station, took me with it, and I'm never turning back, man. Hot damn, Succubus is incredible, as I like to say. It's crazy good, honestly. If you don't know, floats around, deals AoE damage in that darkness. Also, if I'm standing in that darkness, I get a damage multiplier. Easy as that. That's it. Like, that's literally what it does. How fucking good is that, though? That's real good. Not only because he solves the problem that, or I guess she, because this is succubus. I don't believe the male succubi are actually called succubi. I believe they're called something completely different that I do not remember. But she, let's go, will, you know, bounce around the room and solves the problem of other dudes that bounce around the room by having a large damage aura, right? One of the problems with Kane's other eye is the fact that it has It just shoots out a tiny little tear every now and then, and that's it. That's all the damage it does. Succubus is like Kane's other eye on goddamn steroids, alright? If I haven't gotten you pumped, if I haven't gotten you amped for Succubus so far, then fucking get out, alright? And just leave. Just take your hoity-toity self and get the fuck out of here, alright? Because this shit is bananas, alright? Bananas. Several of them. Bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S, alright? Bananas. This is good. This is real good. That's really good. I'm gonna go fast. I'm gonna get top 10 both score and speed because I'm gonna be the first to finish the daily ever. This daily, I'm the first. I promise. I don't actually promise. There's no way I'm the first. I'm sure somebody else has already finished, and we are 13 minutes in. So, whatever. 13 minutes into it being live is what I meant to say. How I meant that to come out. Apologize for any potential confusion. Nope. Not worth. Not worth. Easy enough room. I don't know what people are talking about. This room's hard. Yeah, alright. Maybe for a dummy. No, it's actually pretty fucking difficult. I'm just having a giggle, mate, you know? It's actually arguably the hardest turret shooty room that is around in the game. Also, I had a very interesting discussion, not recently, I guess, well, sort of recently, I don't know, it was a while ago, though, on Twitter, about somebody called something arguably the best, and how somebody was dumb because they disagreed that it was the best or whatever, and I'm like, but if it's, okay, hang on, you know what, so arguable, right, arguable means you can argue. That means that it's still up in the air, right, because it's arguable. So if it's arguably the best, that means somebody thinking it's not the best, or even the entire opposite end of the spectrum, should be almost expected, if it's arguable. You could say it's inarguably the best, which one I would disagree with, because I don't think that there's any inarguable best of anything. But you could say that, which would essentially mean that there's no way anything else could be the best, right? You are a little bitch! Did you fucking see that? That dude just sniped me. That guy should fucking try out for Phase or Optic or something, which, by the way, I was watching some of the video game awards. I didn't see this, but somebody told me about it. Apparently the best esports team, the voted best esports team, is fucking Optic. Like, is that real? Is that a joke? I don't understand if that's a joke. I don't know. You know what also seems like a bit of a joke? Psychonauts 2. That also seems like a tad bit of a joke, but it seems scarily genuine, right? It doesn't seem like it's just like, haha, look at this hot meme that we're dishing out. I mean, it literally, like, it seems very genuine, which is sad. And if you don't know, basically, they want $3.3 million to make Psychonauts 2, which, for one, I'm going to tell you right now, that's an outrageous amount of money for any video game that isn't overfunded, such as a AAA game. 2, they have so many ties with actual, like, real-ass game companies that it's clearly just a scam. 3, apparently, this is not the thing I'm very educated about, so I apologize if I get my facts wrong. However, apparently, Tim Schafer, the creator of Psychonauts and the to-be creator of Psychonauts 2, apparently has done other games in the past where he's asked similar outrageous amounts of money to develop them and hasn't delivered on the promises. So why trust him? Why throw your fucking money at it? And also, why? Why Psychonauts? I've never understood this. The game is fine. I've played it. It plays okay. It's very cutesy. Like, it's kind of tongue-in-cheek. The funny aspects are, like, pretty okay. They're not bad. They're not my style of, like, I don't know. It's not, like, laugh-out-loud funny. To me, at least. This is opinion, in case that wasn't expressly obvious. But, like, the game looked like butts. I'm serious. Have you looked at Psychonauts? And, like, I'm normally the exact opposite kind of person that talks about graphics mattering. But, like, okay. You need to make your style work, right? For me to not give a shit about how the graphics look. The problem I have with Psychonauts is that it feels like some fucking grade school video game programming assignment, right? The graphics just feel so quick and dirty, almost prototype-like, you know? And that's not a huge problem, it's just... it just doesn't feel good. And, like, one of the selling points of Psychonauts is the graphics, which makes it even more bizarre. I don't know. Once again, I'll reiterate, these are these things called opinions. Now, everybody has opinions. They're similar to assholes in that respect. Also because everybody's opinions stink. Also similar to assholes. Oh, I need to grab this bomb. And you can have a differing opinion. And you know what? That's perfectly fine. If you and I have differing opinions, there's no problem with that. We can even talk about it if you want. But I'm just stating my opinion on Psychonauts. I've played it. Gameplay is okay. Not like 10 out of 10 gameplay, IMO. It's good though. It's, you know, it's not bad. It's not bad gameplay. It's okay. Not really my kind of thing. That's cool. Graphics, not very good at all in my opinion. What the fuck are you? Purity or a stat boost? What the shit? Oh, I don't remember what this does at all. Apparently, I have a lot of stat boost though. My tier rate is outrageous. Okay. I think, isn't this the one that changes based on floor? It gives you some, like, effect and then changes based on floor. I don't remember. But it's making my tier rate insane for this floor alone, so that's pretty cool. Hope it stays, because I'm enjoying this tier rate a lot. But yeah, I never really got the hype behind Psychonauts. And that's the weird thing, too, is that most people didn't either. It's a very cult kind of game. It's the kind of game that, not failed upon launch, but didn't succeed as much as maybe people had expected on launch, and then the relaunch gave it this fucking ridiculous cult following. The relaunch on Steam and such, which happened fairly recently. I want to say like past 5 years. I don't remember the exact date, but I did buy it on Steam, and I played a little bit of it. And one, it hates computers. It really despises them, or at least my computer, and also other people that I know's computers. And I don't know. Apparently, it just hates computers. But I did want to specify that it very clearly did not work very well on my computer, which isn't a huge deal. I'm used to that, I suppose. What are you? Oh! Joker. But yeah, it doesn't seem to like computers. It just kind of looks bad, generally. I don't know. You gotta make the graphic style work. And I don't think Psychonauts succeeded in that. That's my biggest gripe. Balls of Steel. Oh, hell yeah. For examples of games that make the graphic style work, Binding of Isaac comes to mind. Now, look at this fucking sack of shit. If you were to show me, if you were to tell me, what, 2 years ago? Some number of years ago. Hey, well, okay, probably not 2, because I believe the original Binding of Isaac I played at that point, pretty sure. But if you told me several years ago, hey, you're gonna commit hundreds of hours to a game where the main character looks like he's straight out of a goddamn SNES, pixels and all, I'd be like, you're joking. But here's the thing. It just looks good. It's contextually gorgeous, right? Stylistically, it just works, you know? Oh, I lost the tears up. Also, those suck, so fuck that. I wanted tears up. What do I have on this floor? I can't tell. But stylistically, everything fits into this art style, and it works, right? Everything is consistent, you could say. But when I look at Psychonauts, it really does look like prototyping graphics, like really a lot. I mean, it looks. So prototype graphics, that's a good way to describe it, but another good way to describe it is it looks like PS1 graphics. And again, that's not a problem. There's plenty of PS1 games that make their graphics work. But Psychonauts doesn't really put the effort in to make the graphics work. Because everything just kind of feels hodgepodgey. Not Haji. Hodgepodgey. Haji is my janitor. Is that racist? That's not racist. I also, like, kind of choked on the words as I was saying it. Sorry, let me reiterate. Haji is my janitor. There you go. Now it's even funnier, now that I've reiterated it. I believe that's how that works. The more times you say a joke, the funnier it gets. I think that's, yeah, that sounds how jokes work. I don't like this. I'm fucking trapped. Alright. I'm trapped. Ass, dude. I don't know what stat I have on this floor. You know what stat I do have? Fucking magnet stat. Where rocks magnetize to me. Nice one, me. That was really good. That was A+. Definitely top shelf jokes. We have fun here. Who's we? Alright, you need to chill the fuck out, game, and just show me the exit, please. Thanks. Appreciate that. Alright. Not bad. Is there a tinted rock in here? No. Fuck. Shit. Hey, Triactic. I haven't fought you in a while. It's been a hot minute. I'll take it. I lose my permanent Polaroid invincibility, but I do retain a little bit more survivability, and who knows, maybe the luck stat will help me out a lot. Who fucking knows? Not me. Maybe I should have done some rooms first, so I could actually have bookable aisle, but it seems to be going okay. So I guess my damage is up? Is the stat that I currently have? And if I just keep talking in a high-pitched voice, then eventually it'll get really annoying and you'll ask me to stop, but it'll be too late because I already recorded the video and now you can't even respond to the video in live act. What am I saying? I don't even know. I don't even know, man. I don't even know. Alright. Aha. Alright. Okay. I mean, I feel good about this run. My damage is great. My survivability is good. I'll give it a good. Not much better than good, though. Good is about where I'll draw the line. It's questionable because I have no actual way to regenerate, right? That's why I'm not giving it great. If I had any way to regenerate, I'd give it great. But without a way to regenerate, it's dicey. So hopefully I don't have to actually deal with the idea that I'm not going to be able to regenerate hit points And in order to do that, all I have to do is just not get hit. It's that easy, right? Why don't people just do that all the time? Just don't get hit. Come on. Thank you, Based Isaiah, for your words of wisdom. So I've actually never, in my life, been called a Smash Bros. Documentary kid. That's a weird one, huh? It's weird that that hasn't happened. Because apparently, that happens all the time, at least according to the people who try to make everyone else seem evil. Because if you don't know, the Smash Bros. Documentary, which, by the way, absolutely worth the watch, could not recommend it more. It got a lot of people into Smash, including myself. And one of the things, right? This is a negative stereotype about people who got into Smash because of the documentary. Is that they being me, being, you know, what you understand. They just kind of regurgitate whatever the documentary says, including the whole, like, oh, Mango's just a drunk fuck, which is obviously not true. But the documentary kind of paints him to seem like that and stuff. I mean, yeah, he gets drunk a lot, but he's not like a horrible person or anything. He's actually apparently a really genuinely nice dude. He just likes to drink, which is fine by me, man. I mean, whatever. Live your life the way you want to live it, man. You know, if you want to die at a youngish age due to losing your fucking liver, I mean, that's your own prerogative. I'm not gonna stop you. Oh my god. And like, yeah, that's one of the things too, is like, it's a negative thing, it's a negative stereotype that is more or less true. Like, a lot of the people who got into Smash Melee by watching the documentary do regurgitate a lot of the things that the documentary does. And here's the thing. This is a very common misconception about documentaries. They do not 100% of the time portray exactly the truth, and that's it, all right? This is how documentaries work. There's a message they're trying to get across. That's it! And then they make the documentary around it. They include a lot of factual things, a lot of observed things, a lot of clips of these observed things to further their message, right? And the message can be as simple as like, yo, look at Smash Brothers Melee. This game is dope as fuck, right? Like, I was gonna say dope AF, and that's why it came out weird. But then I realized that I'm not a 16-year-old. Shocking, I know. But yeah, it's just like, people, for some reason, just don't understand that documentaries, like, so many people will watch a documentary, right? And then they'll go home thinking, like, this is perfect. This is a perfect representation of reality, and it in no way tried to influence my opinion on any of the subject matter, right? And then they just, like, you know, spew shit that the documentary said for, like, days. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of true facts in documentaries. I mean, if you've never seen, like, any of the shock documentaries, shockumentaries, if you want to call them that, about the food industry, specifically butcher and stuff like that. Oh, that's fair, huh? Yeah, that seemed perfectly fair. I have found a guaranteed damage room. If you've never seen one of those, you probably don't understand why I'm making such a big fuss about this, but I will say, if you have seen one of those, you probably understand. Because those, yes, they portray a lot of true facts, right? The stuff where it's like, you know, these animals are, they don't really live like a great life and stuff like that, and there are a lot of practices that the food industry does that are bad, but it's also not like, it's not as bad as they make it seem. It's not good, but it's not like they're fucking raping and murdering all these animals and fucking shit. In fact, like, one of the most obnoxious regurgitated facts that I believe started in one of those documentaries is the idea that cows are raped. That's what artificial insemination is. I would like to direct you to the nearest National Geographic that covers wildlife, specifically of cows. And I would also like you to look at how bulls and cows mate, because that is rape, more or less. The bull just gotta get his rocks off, and the cow just takes it because they're like, I gotta further the species, and that's it. There's no like connection. It's very, very inhuman, which makes sense because they're not humans. Most cows actually don't give a fuck about artificial insemination at all. They don't fucking care. And then I also, similar to that, there's a lot of people who, also with the whole cow thing, just don't understand like the actual process at all. They've just, you know, seen like one shock documentary and they're like, this is everything. I know it by heart. It's like I studied it in college. So, I don't know. Stuff like that really just kind of peeves me off. Speaking of which, there was a great short film documentary type thing on Discovery Channel and Animal Planet very recently called Racing Extinction, which kind of took a similar approach to the shock documentaries, but I think it did really well. I think it portrayed the message super well, and it honestly hit me like pretty hard. I mean, like I'm sold, to be honest with you. And it mostly, the idea behind it is that, you know, humans are causing this crazy fast extinction, which is true. I mean, I think a lot of people are blowing out the proportion, or the blowing out of proportion the idea of animals going extinct. Oh my god, look at that score! I'm the best! I'm the best! Look at that! Look at that! I'm the best! How many people actually did it? There's probably a few hundred. A lot of deaths. Whoa, am I one of the first people who finished it without dying? I think I am. That's actually hilarious. But yeah, basically like extinctions happen naturally, right? Also, I don't like that term natural because we're natural, humans are natural. So anyway, but yeah, like extinctions happen in the normal world that we haven't influenced them any more than any other animal. Well, we have, but you understand what I'm saying, where I'm getting at. The idea of an animal going extinct isn't the end of the world. The idea of humans running animals to extinction for our own gain, such as just to one of the examples that they showed is how I believe it's in the Philippines, somewhere in that region, they hunt manta rays, and what they do is they literally stab them, like they go out in little boats and then they stab them with a spear, drag them onto the boat, drag them onto the shore, make sure they're dead, cut them up, cut out the gills, and then send the gills off to get made into medicine, and then the rest of the manta just goes to waste, right? That was the example that they used in this short film documentary type thing. And that's bad. If we run manta rays to extinction because we're using just their gills for medication and that's it, that's a really, really bad thing, right? And so the idea is to basically stop this mass extinction caused by humans that has been going on for years and years and years, and is continuing to go on at such an insane rate. Like, so many animals have gone extinct in our lifetimes, you know? And the idea is basically, like, in order to stop it, and this is what sold me the best, is that they actually offered a way to help. And this is the way that they offered. And this is great because as a person who enjoys their meat and cheese a lot, this is perfect for me. The idea was just to stop eating meat and cheese 1 day a week. That's it. Easy. And you know what that'll do, right? That sounds so small and so tiny, so small scaled. But if every single person, if even half the people who saw that documentary started doing that just 1 day a week, not eating any meat or cheese, it would cut down massively a lot of the various awful things that happen to animal species and stuff like that. So, I mean, it was convincing. It was a really, really good documentary, I thought. Damn it! Alright, down to third. I got slammed, dude. but I beat Loic here. That feels good. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please be sure to give it a like, comment, subscribe, do all that good shit, and I'll see you guys back again later tomorrow with another Afterbirth video. Maybe more real talk. Who knows? Goodbye, though.